All right, and good. So let's go one more round here. We got about 8 seconds. We'll go back to up downs for our third round, going in 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, so 20 seconds of up downs here. All right, good. 10-second break. We'll go last round of arm circles. Let's go arm circles here. 3, 2, 1, and go. Another 20 seconds. Last part of this dynamic. And then we'll move into some mobility work. All right, good. So mobility work today. If you got a yoga mat or something on the floor, that's what we're going to use. First thing we're going to do, all right, we'll go 30 seconds each. We'll go hip drop, so what we took from Friday. We'll go 30 seconds of T-spine rotations, and then a 30-second hold on the way back, all right? So 30 seconds of just dropping our hip. Let's get started with that in 3, 2, 1, and go. So we're just dropping our hip, holding for 30 seconds. All right, looking good here. We got about 15 more seconds. All right, you can rock into it a little bit if you want. The goal is to get that hip to the ground, hip to the ground. All right, let's transition into that T-spine now. All right, so we reach underneath the armpit, reach towards the sky, 30 seconds worth. All right, nice and slow. So it's underneath the armpit. So if my right leg's in front, Ty, if your right leg's in front, your left hand's on the ground, and then go underneath your left armpit. You don't have to go underneath the knee, just the armpit, buddy. All right, and then from there, let's go 30 seconds worth of a hamstring rock. So we're dropping that hip back, stretching out that hamstring. You can hold for 30 seconds, or you can just rock back and forth. All right, so same leg in front. So Ty, don't switch arms yet. We're on that hamstring rock. So I'm dropping that hip back, stretching out that hamstring. Then we're going to switch sides. Looking good. I got about 10 more seconds here. 10 more seconds here. All right, so let's go over to the other side now. We'll start with the hip flexor stretch. All right, we'll go 30 seconds of that hip flexor stretch. Going 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, 30 seconds, dropping that hip, stretching out that hip flexor. All right, so exact same thing, just on the other side now. All right, we got about 10 more seconds here. Stretching out that hip. All right, let's go to that 30 seconds worth of T-spine rotation. So don't move those legs. Let's just move those arms, all right? Nice and slow. So this is about quality, not about speed. There you go, Ty, that's better. You should switch up that hand. So the other hand, so right leg in front, left hand support. There we go. Yeah, you're good now, and now go underneath and over. All right, we got about 15 seconds here. Nice and slow, staring at that hand, still stretching out that hip. All right, good. Let's go 30 seconds worth of our hamstring rocks. All right, or hamstring hold. We're just dropping that hip back, stretching out that hamstring. Got about 15 more seconds here. All right, about 10 seconds. All right, good. Next part of that warm up, heels elevated split stance squat. All right, something we've done before. All right, especially in our warm up series. So feet are in split stance. Front heel comes off the ground, so both heels off the ground. I'm gonna go slow and controlled down, back up, staying off the ground. Slow, controlled, back up. Let's go 5 per side. All right, 5 per side here. All right, so both heels off the ground, good athletic position, chest nice and tall. We should feel this in the front quad, all right? So that front quad should be activated throughout this whole movement. All right, 5 per side, nice and slow. George, go wider with your feet, buddy, wider with your feet. You look too close. Lengthen them out. All right, chest nice and tall. All right, next thing we're gonna do, we'll go 30 seconds aside. All right, we'll go with our static hold here. Knee past my hip, so my knee is higher than my hip. Ankle less than 90, knee less than 90. All right, let's go 30 seconds aside here. All right, so we'll get started here in 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, 30 seconds per side, holding that knee nice and high. All right, you want to try to use that hip flexor. We're activating our hip flexor. All right, you got about 15 more seconds. All right, good. So let's go to the other side here. Another 30 seconds. Going 3, 2, 1, and go. Holding for 30. Good active arms. All right. So try not to just have your arms by your side. Good active running arms. All right. Knee nice and high. Knee less than 90. Ankle less than 90. All right. Looking good. All right, good. So we'll get started on the first part. Just a couple things before we get started. We will do a competition at the end. We're going to change up the way we do it from the last couple weeks, where last couple weeks we increased reps. When we get to the end, we're going to do a little bit different. Second thing, use your cameras as your best friend. All right. If your camera's on an angle, if when you're doing the movement, you're not even in the screen, all right, it's not going to benefit you. It's not going to benefit me. All right. So you want to make sure that the camera is kind of straight on, like this is sitting on a bar stool for me. If you have a chair or anything like that, that way at least like I can see you and you can see you doing it properly. All right. Second thing, or not second thing, we're way past the second thing. All right. Today we'll just kind of find a pace. It's just about quality of the movements. It's not about the intensity of the movements. It's about doing the movements right. Today's just a lower body day, so we want to make sure we're activating the things we're supposed to activate. So what we're going to start with, we're going to go half kneel. We've done it the last couple weeks. Half kneel to 2-foot landing with our jump. All right. A half kneel position is just a fancy word for I'm in a lunge position, but it's a half a kneel. This would be a full kneel. All right. So half a kneel, I'm going to be here. Either active arms in my running or active arms and hands in front. I'm not holding my fist. All right. Everyone say hi to my cat. Good active position here. Up. 2 jumps. Nice active position when I land. Switch legs, active arms, jump, jump, hold, and catch. All right. 1 lunge jump, 2 vertical jumps. Let's go a set per side. We'll just go 3 rounds of this. All right. So you got to do 1 set per side in the minute. All right. So either active running arms or active athletic hands. All right. Let's get going here. 3, 2, 1, and go. If you guys got a low ceiling, so go 1 set per side here, 1 set per side. If you got the low ceiling, let's go 4 pogo jumps instead of 2 verticals. All right, so you guys can go on your own pace when you're done with that first set. All right, so 1 set per side here in the minute. Take about 30 seconds, and then we're going to go another set. So we have 3 sets total here. Change it up a little bit. All right, so we got about 10 seconds, and then we're going to go again. All right, let's go 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, so 1 set per side here, good active hands. All right, if you don't have the height, you're going 4 pogo jumps. All right, if you have the height, 2 max height vertical jumps, 1 set per side. All right, take about 30 seconds here. We'll do our last set. All right, so remember this stuff is just whatever you put into it is what you're gonna get out of it. All right, if you're a guy who has a low ceiling, you maybe not benefit as much. All right, but the goal is then to maybe for a guy like Brush who's got about 4 inches of hair, try to get your hair to touch the ceiling. All right, something like that, where at least we're getting that same output every single time. All right, we got about 10 seconds here. All right, last set. Going 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, we're done with that. Let's grab a quick drink of water. We'll move on to the next part. For the next part, you'll either need a chair or something low that you can single leg squat to for a challenge. And that's pretty much it for equipment. So like a chair or something that you can do single leg squats to. All right, so everyone's chairs are going to be different height, especially relative to their strength. So the main thing we're to go through to start is a single leg squat. The single leg squat, you got a couple options. If you're a guy who has like something low that you're going to, all right, it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge. But if you're a guy who's using a chair and it's kind of easy for you, all right, focus on the control and the effort and just tapping that chair and coming back up. All right, if I use my couch as an example, the couch is relatively high, especially for my short frame. All right, so I don't want to go down, sit on the couch, and come back up. All right, the second I feel my butt touch the couch, I'm popping back up. So it's slow, controlled on the way down, pop back up. All right, slow down, fast and aggressive on the way up. Try not to sit on what you actually have. All right, so we're gonna go every 45 seconds. We'll move through it at a pretty quick pace today. So you got to do 7 per leg in the 45 seconds. All right. The next one, 7 per leg, single leg RDLs. All right. The next one is going to be 5 vertical jumps plus 5 pogo jumps. If you don't have the height, just do 10 pogo jumps. All right. So movement 1, 7 per leg, single leg squats per side. Movement 2, 7 single leg RDLs per side. Movement 3, 5 verticals plus 5 pogos, or 10 pogos for the guys that don't have the height. We're gonna go every 45 seconds here. So we're gonna have to move at a pretty quick pace. It's still about quality and control, but just with a little bit less rest this week. All right, so let's get started on this. Going 7 per leg, single leg squats here, starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. So you're just tapping that chair, coming back up. Tap, come back up. Use that camera, have control. Dave, let's sit on the bar stool, buddy. Let's not miss it. All right, 7 per leg. So we got about 20 seconds here. 20 seconds here. All right, we're gonna go about 5 seconds. 7 single leg RDLs per side. Going in 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, 7 single leg RDLs per side. Remember, lead with the foot. Let the chest follow. Don't lead with the chest. Lead with the foot. Think about kicking that foot back towards the wall. That support knee can bend slightly. Remember we talked about chest up? That just means bring those shoulders back, all right? Chest nice and tall, but it's gonna move with you. All right, 7 per leg here. All right, then we got 5 verticals, 5 pogos. All right, let's go 5 verticals, 5 pogos here. Start in 3, 2, 1, go, or 10 pogo jumps. 10 pogo jumps if you don't have the height. All right, so that's round 1. We got 2 more rounds of that. All right, so remember, starts off pretty easy. Later part of the workout's got a little bit rough. Competition 1 today, it's going to be a good one. All right, so let's go back to our single leg squats here, starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. 7 per leg again, a little bit quicker of a pace. All right, keep that chest nice and tall so those shoulders back. Your chest is naturally going to lean, but doesn't mean you're round from the back. All right, we got about 15 seconds, and then we're going back to our single leg RDLs. All right, so remember, try not to sit on that couch or that chair. Try to tap it, come back up. All right, we got about 5 seconds here, then we're going single leg RDL. Let's go 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, 7 per leg. Lead with the foot, let that knee bend slightly. So Tharby, bend that knee a little bit, buddy. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. All right, your legs aren't going to be perfectly straight for the most part on the field. Let's have a slight bend to them, all right? Keep them in that loaded position. All right, control and balance. Just because you touch your foot doesn't mean you get lazy on the way back up. Control it on the way down, control it on the way back up. All right, control through the whole movement. All right, we got about 10 seconds here, and then we're going to go to our vertical jumps. All right, 5 verticals, 5 pogos. Let's go 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, max height if you have the room overhead. All right, if you guys are doing pogos and you don't have a lot of room, you're spending as little time on the ground as possible. The second or the half the second you feel your foot touch the ground, you're thinking about getting off the ground. All right, we got about 25 seconds here, rather 20 seconds. All right, let's go one more round of this. All right, nice, easy, just kind of work out to get into it. Later parts got a little bit difficult. So we got about 5 seconds here. We're going 7 per leg, single leg squats, going 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, so last round here, we should have that control. We should have that good effort put into it. All right, touch that chair, pop back up. Try not to sit on it. All right, should have control throughout the whole movement, not just one part of it. All right, control on the way down, control on the way up. All right, we got about 5 seconds here, and then we're gonna go single leg RDLs. All right, let's go single leg RDLs here, going 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, last set of 7 per side. All right, just because our legs are kind of tired, they really shouldn't be too bad right now. It doesn't mean we break down our movement mechanics. Lead with the foot, keep that chest proud, chest nice and tall, pull those shoulders back, keep that back straight. All right, use that camera to help you. There you go, Ty. That's better, buddy. That looks much better. All right, we got about 15 seconds. All right, good. We're gonna move on to our last set here of vertical jumps and pogo jumps. All right, remember the guys for the pogos. If you don't have the height, you're touching the ground as little as possible. You touch the ground, pop back up. All right, let's go 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, when you're done with your 5 and 5 or your 10, let's go grab a quick drink of water. Next thing you might want is a pillow. All right, I'll explain what we're going to use it for. You might want a pillow, but it's going to be up to you. All right, otherwise, just grab a quick drink. I'm going to get myself a pillow. Give it like 30 more seconds, a couple guys to pop back in. All right. So like the first one, we talked about control and effort. All right. Same thing applies to this one. This one's all about control, especially the first movement we're going to do. All right. So we have skater squats and skater jumps, two different things. All right. Skater squats is a version of our single leg squat, a little bit of a different movement mechanics. Skater jumps are side to side skaters that we're used to. Then we have lateral lunge jumps. All right. So I got my 2 pillows. All right. I could probably go down to a single pillow. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to flex this knee, heel to butt, ankle dorsiflexed. And I'm going to try to squat down, knee touch the pillow, come back up, keeping this flexion. So I want to imagine a tennis ball right here. I'm going down, touch the pillow, come back up. All right, so I'm loading that quad, and then I switch sides. If it's too hard, I stack that other pillow, right? Control down to the pillow, come back up. The depth you guys go, it's going to be up to you. Let's start working on actually getting our knee to touch something. Come back up. Imagine a tennis ball in the back of your knee. You're squeezing that tennis ball in there. From there, skater jumps. All right, everyone should know what these are by now. All right, side to side skaters, load one leg, land, back and forth. Depending on how much room you have, that's what it's going to be. But you want to load into that leg, right? So I'm not landing straight and just doing this. All right, load into that leg, push off. Lateral lunge jumps. Right leg in front means I'm going to my left. And I'm going side to side, hopefully not falling into your TV like I did there. All right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to give you 45 seconds to do one side of skater squats, 45 seconds to do the other side. Then within one set of 45 seconds, 5 skater jumps per side, plus 5 lateral lunge jumps per side. Does that make sense? All right, movement 1, one set of skater squats on one side. Movement 2, the second side. Movement 3, skater jumps and lunge jumps in the same minute. All right, so you have plenty of time to get 7 done. So control and effort here. All right, heel to butt. Think about squeezing a tennis ball. That knee should touch your pillow or whatever we're going down to. All right, let's get going here in 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, the goal is eventually to get all the way down to the ground. So Christian, bring that heel to your butt. Heel to your butt, Christian. All right, slow and controlled. It's only 7 reps in 45 seconds. All right, we're really loading that front leg, loading that front hip. All right, so we got 15 seconds, then we're going to the other side. All right, so let's go other side, 7 reps, going 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, so heel to butt, thinking about dorsiflexing that foot. All right, so that knee is in our good running mechanics. All right, let's keep our balance the entire time. It's just 7 reps in 45 seconds. You got plenty of time to get it done, so be controlled with it. Looking good, looking good. All right. Next thing, it's 5 skater jumps per side, so 10 total plus 10 lateral lunge jumps total. So 20 jumps here. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and go. So you might need to move away from that pillow so you don't trip on it. All right. So load that leg, push off. Good active arms. All right. So either athletic arms where our hands are in front of us, or running arms where our arms move with us. All right, so 10 total skater jumps followed by 10 total lateral lunge jumps. All right, knee doesn't need to touch the ground, but get pretty low into a lunge position, especially with that back, let your back foot touch the ground. All right, so you're popping from one right into the next, one right into the next. Remember, right leg pushes you to the left, left leg pushes you to the right. All right, looking good here, looking good. All right, and we're gonna go through one more set of that. I'm gonna give you 15 seconds. We're gonna run through that one more time. All right, so let's go back to our skater squats. You just gotta do one side here. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, so 7 just on one side, slow and controlled. If that pillow was too high in round 1, either take away your pillow or try to find a thinner edge on it. All right, if it was too hard, stack a pillow on top of each other. All right, that heel should be at your butt. You should imagine you're squeezing a tennis ball. All right, so we got 15 seconds here. All right, so keep that chest proud. Don't let those shoulders roll forward. All right, so let's go other side here, going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Other side, 7 skater squats, 7 skater squats. All right, that chest is gonna lean forward, but don't let it drop forward. All right, it's gonna lean, but keep that chest proud in terms of pulling the shoulder blades back. All right, 7 on this side. Try to get as low as you can. All right, guys are looking good. All right, but this is where it's just the effort you put in is the result you get out. All right, if you're not pushing yourself to that limit, you're not going to get what you should out of it. All right, so let's go finish up with those jumps here. All right, let's go jumps here in 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, so 10 total skater jumps, 10 total lateral lunge jumps. All right, focusing on control and effort here. And load into that leg, drive off of that leg. All right, chest is going to lean forward. All right, but don't let it round. All right, so you're trying to get as far as you can, especially with the room that you have. All right, loading the leg, driving off of it. And we got 10 per side, lateral lunge jumps, finding control with it. All right, looking good. All right, when you're done with that, let's grab a quick drink of water. All right, we'll move on to some jumps to finish up before our competition work. All right, guys are working hard today, looking good. All right, seems like the lower body days are the worst days. Upper body just kind of comes off easy for most of you guys. All right, so what we're gonna do to finish up before the competition. kind of things we've been working on the last couple weeks. We're gonna go Blackburns again in that bent over position with our good morning to jumps. If you don't have the height for the good morning to jumps, I'm gonna show you the variation where you're doing. It's a good morning and we're driving up on our toes and pausing there. All right, so this one we should all be able to do. Legs in my loaded position. Fix my camera angle here. Legs in my loaded position, so back straight, not letting it roll forward. Hands start behind my head. Blackburn down to my low back to my head. The main thing with it, all right, not only keep your legs loaded and your back straight, my hands. If I do this and let my hands drop below my body, I'm not getting that shoulder activation that I want. I want to keep my hands behind my body the entire time by squeezing my shoulder blades. All right, let's go 12 reps there. When you're done with that, we got our good morning to jump. Move the cat toy. So push the hips back. So I'm back in my loaded position here. All right, jump up, catch myself. Load, jump, catch. Good active hands in front of me. I'm not holding my fist. All right, if you don't have the height, we're just gonna be here, tippy toes, and pause, fully extending. Load, tippy toes, pause, fully extending. That's for the guys who don't have the height. You're aggressively driving onto your toes, holding yourself on your toes. We got 2 sets. I'm gonna give you guys 1.5 to 2 minutes to do 12 Blackburn, or sorry, it's 14 Blackburns. I lied to you guys before, and then 5 good morning to jumps. All right, 14 and 5. You got 1.5 to get those done. 2 sets. Use your camera. If you're not sideways on your camera or you can't see your hands, you're just doing a disservice to yourself. All right, so let's get going here in 3, 2, 1, and go. 14 Blackburns. Hands stay behind our body the entire time. Legs loaded, chest nice and tall, but leaning forward. All right, so this is all about effort and control. All right, effort of doing the movement properly, not effort of doing the movement as fast as you can. All right, we got to kind of break apart from what we think effort is in some movements. All right, if you got to do 8 and take a break, do 8 and take a break. All right, so 14 Blackburns, 5 good mornings into my jump. All right, if I don't have the height, I'm doing 5 good mornings into a tippy toe, aggressively holding there for about half a second. All right, so lean over, George, lean over, buddy. All right, for the good mornings, I like to go hands on my hips and I think about pushing my hips away from me. All right, but still good landing position, good athletic landing position, hands in front of us. So Ty, push those hips back more. You're kind of squatting. I want you to push your hip back. There we go. So we want to engage those hamstrings. So take about 30 seconds here. All right, and then we'll finish up with our second set. All right, about 15 seconds. All right, let's get going here. 14 and 5, going in 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, so if you got to do 8 and take a break, do 8 and take a break. Don't rush through 14 with my shoulders rolled in, my chest caving in, all right? It's got to be a good 14 reps. All right, looking good here. Then we got 5 jumps. All right, good morning. Think about pushing those hips back. Keep leading, George. Keep leading, buddy. Not lean that chest. Lean that chest. Guys are looking good. All right. Push those hips back. Ty, turn yourself. So I want to see what your hips are doing so I can kind of help you out here. So Ty, you don't have to drop your chest as much. All right. Keep your chest proud. Just load those hips more. Slightly better. Slightly better. All right. So just 2 rounds of that. Let's grab a quick drink of water. Next part. It's going to be our competition. So I don't know if you guys want to keep water by your side because we're all going to work for the same amount of time today. All right. It's not going to be an eliminator style. It's going to be a rep style. All right. Keeping with our Monday lower body competition. It's going to be 30 seconds of work. Or actually, let's go 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. We're going to go 8 rounds of that. So just 4 minutes of work. All right. That's it. We're just working for 4 minutes, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We're going squat jumps. All right. You don't need to get as high off the ground as you possibly can. Your feet just need to get off the ground. So I'll show you guys what the rep looks like. What you're going to need to do on your end, all right, is you're going to have to keep count of the reps that you're doing. All right. Either count it like the way through. So let's say I do 15 in my first 20 seconds. The next 20 seconds, I go 16, 17, 18, 19. That's probably the easiest way to count them out. All right. Or you can write it down or try to remember each round. All right. For the squat jumps. All right. So remember the squat. Knees at least have to come to 90. All right. So at least have to come to this position. Pop up. Small little jump. All right. Fully extend your hips. Naturally going to happen with the jump. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. If you guys want during the 10 seconds, if you have the time, you can write your score that round in the chat or just remember your reps. All right. Any questions about that? Nope, pretty simple. All right, Griff, don't start yet. All right, don't waste those legs. All right, let's get going here. 3, 2, 1, and go. 20 seconds of work. All right, count your reps. Count your reps. All right, knee at least has to come to 90. All right, a little bit lower with squat if we have that. All right, good. 10-second break. 10-second break. All right, so we're going 2 here, going in 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, another 20 seconds. All right, we're going 10 seconds or 20 seconds here. All right, looking good, looking good. Keep going. Keep working. Count your reps. Keep that chest nice and tall. Don't let that chest fall forward. All right, 10-second break. All right, so set 3 here, going in 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, so set 3 of 8. Set 3 of 8 here. All right, so we're moving here. All right, wow, knee at least comes to 90 degrees. Keep that chest nice and tall. Keep moving for 20 seconds. All right, we got 5 more seconds of work. All right, good. 10-second break. All right, almost at that halfway point. All right, let's get going. Set 4 here in 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, Yusuf, try to get a little bit lower, Yusuf. Let's go. Keep moving here. All right, we're approaching that halfway point of our rounds. All right, good. 10-second break. All right, we got 4 more rounds to go. All right, let's go round 5 in 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, just 20 seconds of work. It's not even that long. All right, keep moving, keep moving. We got 10 more seconds, halfway through, halfway through. Hopefully you guys are keeping count. All right, good. 10-second break. So that was round 5. We got 3 more rounds. All right, round 6 here going in. 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, round 6 here. All right, keep getting that same depth. Just because your legs are getting tired doesn't mean you drop that chest. All right, you still got to work on the key points, even though you're tired. You can't get lazy with them. All right, we got 5 more seconds of work here. 5 more seconds of work. All right, get that jump. Get that jump. Get off the ground. All right, good. 10-second break. We got 2 more rounds to finish up. All right, round 7 in 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, round 7 here. All right, get that hip down to the same level we were before. Go 1 rep right into the next and just keep moving. All right. Looking good here. Looking good. Almost done with round 7. All right, good. 10-second break. All right, we got 1 more round to go. Let's give it everything we got. All right, let's go in 3, 2, 1, and go. Last round here. Last 20 seconds of work. Are you going to stop in your last 20 seconds of work, or you should get that work done? All right, looking good, looking good. 10 more seconds. All right, keep moving. It's just 20 seconds of work. You just stop for your last 20 seconds. All right, good. Good job today, boys. All right, so let's put our score, if you remembered, in the chat. All right, let's take a seat if we need to take that seat. All right, I don't think that one was as bad as our other ones were. I think we've definitely had worse movements. All right. All right, so if you guys want to put that score in that chat, if you can. All right. Doesn't mean you put 1 more than the next guy, Sam, or 2 more in your case. All right, let's try to be honest with ourselves here. Oh, there we go, Nick. 121. Anyone got more than 121? 110 in there. Dave, 147. All right, I think that's everyone. Good job, Dave. Dave, you're the winner today, buddy. Everyone, round of applause for Dave. All right, coming home with that victory. All right, Wednesday we'll do an upper body competition. Maybe Thursday we'll throw something in too. All right, remember, if you guys have ideas, just let me know. Send them to me. We can definitely put it in. Try to keep them about 10 minutes long. That way we aren't here all day. All right, otherwise, you guys did great today. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, let me know. I think I got most of your schedules. If you haven't sent it to me yet where you can't make a time, let me know. All right, otherwise, you guys are all good to go.
Thank you, Coach.